that that's a con. There's a lot of crazy genetics running around right now. And I think another con, and I kind of touched on this already, but is that they may not be the best to learn on. You know, they may not be the best plant to learn on, and for the reasons that I spoke about of it automatically flowering, because with a photo period, which ironically I've never grown until now, but with a photo period, you know, you have that opportunity. So I think those are probably the biggest bullet points as far as pros and cons go.
Yeah, I think you touched upon a lot of good ones, both pros and cons. You know, one of the things that you mentioned is if there's any sort of stunt growth while the plant is in the vegetation stage, you could potentially impact yield. Right? It's going to negatively impact yield if you have a stunt growth. It's going to automatically flower. So I agree with you. It would not be the best for new growers to start with autoflowers, right? You have much more control with photo periods. So yeah, I think that's a big one. I feel like because that stunt growth in the vegetation stage could negatively impact yield. A lot of people are planting autoflower seeds in the final container. They're avoiding that transplant process, right? So my question for you is, what pot size do you grow autos in?
First game of the day, baby. This the warm up.
Transplanting your way up to a
So
large
we can
container,
pull it off.
or you just
We need this shit.
in the large container and avoiding that transplant process altogether.
Stay in the playoffs.
I do both, to be honest with you, and it's just simply because I just get itches up my butt. I like to experience things and experiment. You know what I mean? I do both.
Today we smoking on Romulan, baby.
You can transplant autos, but you do
always fresh.
You definitely, in my opinion, want to transplant them well before the spread. You also want to transplant them before they get too root bound in their container. So for example, if you start in a solo cup, typically, and I get this from my friend Dan, Full Duplex, typically when those leaves hit the outer edge of that solo cup, the roots of that auto is most likely hit the bottom and just starting to kind of circle around down there. For some odd reason, and this is totally anecdotal with just me and a few people, we just all kind of agreed that for some reason, when they're started in a really small pot, if you don't transplant them quick enough, they will become root bound, and it seems to trigger them into flower a little bit earlier almost. Like anything less than 1 gallon. Now I'm not claiming that scientifically. I'm not claiming that as bro science either. I'm just kind of, some of us have been like, that's interesting, you know. So you want to get it out of that solo cup if that's what you're starting in. Once the leaves kind of hit that outer edge, I use that rule of thumb for any size container I start in. Sometimes I'll start like in a half-gallon pot. That's what I did recently. I started in half-gallon pots. I was kind of doing a miniature phenotype. So I started in small pots. Once the leaves hit the edges, the plants had showed sex. And so I went ahead and just transplanted the ones that I wanted to keep and move those ones forward. If you don't transplant them in time, they're just going to end up getting root bound, and they're going to end up going into flower, and then if you transplant them, you're just going to really stunt them even more. So transplanting is possible, and it's very doable. It's just you really got to pay attention and kind of do it at the right time. You know, because it's going to keep going, and it's on a time schedule. You know, the clock is just ticking and ticking and ticking and ticking, so you don't want to mess that up, you know.
Some people are going to claim that transplanting is beneficial because
over the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today we reach week 15.
Oh, we get the rough. Oh shit! It's the lead with the 7-minute quarter. You got to thug it out, baby.
What size container? Are you in 5 gallons? Are you in 7 gallons?
All over the place, man.
Don't let the record fool you. Still got to play against Madden.
Considering upgrading to the 6 gallons, I think they are. And the reason being is because they end up running out of food. Top dressing is challenging and stuff with those because they're bottom fed. So typically 3.9 gallons for the auto pots. In my other tent, if I'm doing like any type of pollen shucking or anything like that, I usually grow in small pots so that I can sprout a bunch of them and kind of weed out the ones I don't want. And if not, then I actually like to put 2 10-gallon pots in a 2x4 tent and just grow 2. Put 2 of them in that 2x4 tent is great too, because in a 10-gallon pot,
bad start.
Face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
You're trying a whole bunch of things there.
Yeah, I'm always just doing different stuff, you know. But as far as like pot size, what I would suggest, I mean, in my opinion, it's a lot of this stuff is just kind of subjective as to what you do, what your goals are, what your grow area looks like. If you're in a really small area and you've got a ceiling max height, then you consider
That's a little better.
You know, just things like that.
For sure. I want to back up and go back to your starting there for a guy touch base on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did week ago.
Yeah, you know, it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of game.
What's your ratio?
I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And what specific amendments you're making to begin with?
Yeah, so I'm actually, right now, I'm actually using bad bottom soil. This last one, I actually used Ocean Forest because I got 3 or 4 bags laying around. I plan on getting away from it, just to save some money, but from what I understand, it's a typical, 3-3-30 of, like peat moss, compost, perlite.
Good shit.
That's going to bring it second and a
Thinking of going with rifle because of their aeration quality as well as that they bring down to like silica to the plant. But there's been some talk about something. So the product sales are already set. What I did this year, now what I usually do is I've been using Nature's Living Soil. And so that's just a concentrate that they provide to you.
Good deed.
Kind of cooked up, by the microbial. It's readily available. It also has microbes in it. That's typically what I would use before. And I would just add that to a happy dog or a Ocean Forest, or Pro-Mix, or any of those bottom soils. You add that to like the bottom third, or particularly, then it's supposed to be like a pretty much a water all the way through.
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
To make
We saw that from up here, CD. Tug on the face mask and the flag comes out.
And we saw the last week, he had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they worked hard.
That's some bullshit right there. But we knew we was going to have to fight against Madden too.
What I did was I just mixed that into the
So
bottom
now
half.
factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10.
So the idea is, some people say Ocean Forest for autos.
Wow. Ready?
Now or?
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking for.
The bottom half
Man coming off a washout 2021.
Come on, man.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
And so basically, my seeds will just pop up and it will grow in that's three guys up front with nose tackle, the guys that cover defensive ends. It's a little more established. It'll hit that super soil, and it'll begin to use that to uptake those nutrients that it might break them down for the last couple of years. So that's kind of what I'm not sure if he's going down that.
Shit.
I'm considering getting into purchasing like a 2-foot by 4-foot bed and getting some peat moss and some nice oils and some of my own compost and starting indoors, but that's got a lot of first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
The last one good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You know, mess things up, really mess things up. Your overall result may not be
straight ahead, ETN.
Good shit.
He's got some space here. Hard working right here as he's got an inside 20 down to 17.
That's all me, fellas.
The nutrients are going to deplete in the medium, right? So this is going to highly depend on
larger class continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield, get the ball.
You ain't about to inside zone me to death, cuz.
Continue that trend here this afternoon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free. That was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively.
That I'm doing now. Like I said, I mixed nature's living soil. So then that would have enough nutrients to get me through.
Calm your ass down.
Until, and then mid-flower
for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and I understand that so from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
Good deep, fellas. Should have picked that off, though. No, you should have picked that off.
It's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time,
stuff like that. So what I would do
is Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try.
And then
this one, a 41-yard attempt.
Now is right when it starts to go into flower.
Badgley able to knock this one free.
Good shit.
They should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. And begin eating teams. So what I'll do is, when it starts to go into flower, nature's living soil makes this product
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's, of course,
the first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
I take that foul, goddammit.
On the field like he's working from ahead. He's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass because all eyes on this team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
Right, where your plant is actually being fed and
I understand what's the confusion about, bruh.
It's a benefit of the girl flower power is that it contains microbes and diverse microbial life, but it also has readily available nutrients for your plants because it's already basically those dry amendments have already been cooked, so have already been broken and readily available for the plants.
Good tackles.
So between the top dressing and the tea,
that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there.
The top dressing, I like to sprinkle a little bit on and kind of water it in
and stop them.
Let it go for maybe another week and then sprinkle a little more, just a little bits at a time. And then just feed teas and let them feed.
Get the fuck out of here.
So it's not a lot.
On the second drive, and of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Get it right back.
Maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not what we came here to see.
I prefer my red delicious apples to be huge if I can, you know, I want to enjoy it. But I'm more concerned about the quality of the apple as well, and the quality of the herbs as well. And I try not to just push for size and looks and things like that. I try to really dial it in because I'm using this stuff as medicine, you know, more so than recreation. You know, just focusing in quality and as far as, you know, terpenes and different things like that that are going to help me with it.
We fucking up.
Too hard. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean. Let's switch it up. Let's talk about environment for autos, right? So, what temperature
from the 5, here's second and 2
when growing autos?
The same as photos. Typically, I mean,
good shit.
I do start to tailor
Michael Badgley for the extra point.
When they begin to grow and get a little bit bigger, I'll drop that down.
It's up and good. That'll increase the lead to 10.
It's difficult.
Put me time, but it ain't looking good.
So we
need to tighten up, fellas.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
So I'm constantly battling to keep it up. So if I can just keep
bounce
it
out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Flour, which is really easy for me, then I'm happy. Yeah, that's. But you know, to be honest, man.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Jack right here, Charles. Just keep possession for 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
A couple of years ago, right now in Southern California, and you know it'll be 60 here on the day, and drop down to 32, 30, 29 sometimes at night. And if I have too many of those nights with that freezer temperature, I've got some pretty good looking large plants out there.
Motherfucking dive ain't no joke. Homeboy diving his ass off.
I do try to dial in as much as I can, you know, in my indoor environment, of course, to just get that extra little you know, a lot of people don't know that these plants are resilient. There's an
and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Yeah, I think that challenge range is wider than a lot of people think it is.
Yeah, and temperatures, you know, pretty much the same as photos. I do like to run.
Oh, fuck that up. I'll take the 4 though. God damn it.
First, and that'll make it second down.
But in my environment, I noticed that kind of tends to have
continue to try and run it, try to keep the defense honest.
So we're using that
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way too.
Science to that of being able to run things corner or something. I'm not sure, but
Good looking out. Good looking out.
The better my plants are, more healthier my plants are going to be and going to grow. So I do try to dial it in. But you're right, man. You know, plants, they want to live. You know, they just want to live. I've got a mandarin orange tree that I was gone for 8 months caring for my grandma, and when I came home, it was almost dead. I had only been coming home like on the weekends sometimes, and I ended up just chopping it down about 4 inches from the soil, and I'll be darned, man, I came out there in the spring, and that thing had little green leaves on it, and now that thing is about 6.5 feet tall, and it just, those little sucker leaves grew, I braided them, and it was really cool, man, but these plants, they want to live, they're like you and I, they want to live. Everything that's alive has a will to survive.
You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason.
So
we see these guys going after either the draft or free agents.
You know, they'll do well.
The season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really saying the focal point is always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Let's talk about CO2. CO2 is something
From the 27, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETM.
I keep giving him the same shit. I got you, cuz.
I don't, because I
Got your homeboy.
I'm not sure. As far as like, you know, an X-Tail bag or a TNB Naturals, no, I don't. I'm not educated on that really as far as how that works and being able to add more light
On first
and
and
things
10,
like
it's
that.
Lawrence.
I'm
ETN
not
bringing in another
convinced
one.
necessarily
They're going to get this up to
that those
midfield.
products really do
It appears they
anything.
found something that's
I don't
working, and they keep
understand
going
it.
back to
If someone
it.
could
I
explain
guess
it
you
to
could
me,
actually say he has
that'd
enough
be great.
hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to get a guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple
CO2 just
times.
because
Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space,
Oh, come on, man. You right there, baby. Thank you, baby.
I just don't.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
Thank you very much. Cough drop.
the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on first and 10.
I know how much you exhaust. I was exhausted.
Lawrence going to throw again.
I also now.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Needed that.
Tyrone Clark in there to record his second sack of his young NFL career. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they're audible right into a blitzing situation.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That are affordable, right? I mean, I know Pulse has one, but I think theirs is connected to it's like a $500 device because it also has like power and temperature, humidity, all that stuff. Worth the money.
Here's the seventh play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
You know, I really love to see a standalone
Lawrence.
CO2 monitor that hooks up to your
Throw, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far in this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. What are their game plan that they've executed to perfection?
Yeah, I think that would help everybody out, you know. And
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 15-yard attempt.
But I mean, you got a CO2 monitor and you're and it's up, but
I'll take it.
you know, I've got some friends who've done the same thing, and it shoots up to 800 or 900, but within 24 to 48 hours, it's back down low, and it doesn't hike back up. And it's shaking the balls and stuff like that. So I just personally just pulled the trigger on it, but you're right, man. The monitor would be great, you know, and let's try this out for this.
The Trotto.
Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And an anxious moment or two there.
Type of shit was that, fellas?
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
that they get a bigger yield off of it. What's your stance, you know, on training? We can even get into super cupping. Do you do any low stress training, super cupping, topping, any type of plant training when you're running autos?
So I've never super cropped, but I used to top every single auto I grew. And, you know, my stance really is whatever works for you.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
I think that topping
Final
has a
play of the half.
place
It's
for me.
Lawrence.
A lot of
Pressure
stuff is
gets to
subjective.
Lawrence,
For
and
me,
he'll go down.
topping is
So we've hit
good
halftime. Just a field
as
goal
far
separating
as
these two teams at the break.
maxes and
As we
stuff
now
like
go
that. I started
downstate
out
to
with
Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report.
Unless you're growing like microgreens, it's really low. And so the plants would grow up into dangerous areas in that light very easily. When you've got a pot down at the bottom that's taken up a foot, and then the soil level starts, and then you got to stay. Let's say let's say you're light in particular, you need to stay at least 18 inches away. That only leaves so much space. So that's what you can indeed top autos. You can top them or whatever you want. The question is it going to be beneficial for you? And so let's break this down into a couple of different categories here. As far as
we are underway in the second half.
I myself have never had increased yield from topping an auto. Now, I can't say that with absolute certainty because, like we talked about earlier, I'm unable to clone an auto and do a side-by-side comparison. If we could clone one and then have two identical top one, not top the other, throw them the same, and see what happens, that would be great. But we don't have the benefit of doing that with auto because we can't clone correctly. So, in my opinion, and based on my experience,
oh, motherfucker, god damn it. I'll take it though.
That could be my own throw technique. That could be something I did. I'm not talking full of
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach. And he talked about
if you're in PWC,
as a play caller,
there's so
you want
many
to make sure you
variables
got
that
a
can
new
play into
script
this.
going for the second
But in
half,
general,
not just the one
yes,
that you operate off of to start the game.
If
Nowhere
you're
on that script did it have that result.
That didn't work for me. It doesn't work for a lot of people. If some people say that it does work for them, then maybe that method of those people that it's working for is kind of where people need to flock to and build upon. For me, my method, it doesn't really produce
immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
So I think there are other
no gain on the
to
play
it.
there. Second
So like for me, ceiling height, another reason to do it. There's a guy on Instagram who's doing 75. He talks fast and bends and ties and trains these things. Like there's
We fucking up with that one.
He does it because he wants to shoot for all posts, not necessarily
Now that was a passer's nightmare. Front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to
I'm
find
not
another
sure
avenue of escape. It didn't
For me,
exist.
it didn't, and for a lot of people I know it doesn't. I prefer to just go in naturally and do some low stress training. I think low stress training is great. It doesn't really stress the plan out. And the biggest
Because they needed to come through with completion there. Now drive this start with great field position. It's basic quarterback.
And then low stress training plan. The LSC one I've gotten the biggest results out of, and that was actually just simply kind of bending the plant over almost and letting it grow horizontal and letting
What the fuck?
grow up. I just ended up with these huge
That was some fucking bullshit.
But a lot of times these days, I just let them grow. And it's just because I'm fascinated with their natural state. I do like to, shave the legs, so to speak, volleyball a little bit, get some of that large bump off. But for the most part, it's like but it's a debated topic, man. It is. Can you talk? Absolutely.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Like I said, that depends solely upon your experience, your goals, your...
Man helped you out on that one.
All those good. That's just my suggestion.
I damn sure made that kick.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Are you doing any type of defoliation techniques on
Robinson with another carry.
Not unless they're really not unless a lead is really in the road.
He's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Shit.
74 yards for
If it's a really
Browns. He has been
then
terrific
it's just
here
really
this
wild
afternoon.
and nuts. Then yeah, I'll defer a little bit and try to finish it on time. But I like to just kind of give the plan.
All inside. I got you, cuz. I got you. Still enough time, though.
And he He certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. It's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point potentially up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Sometimes it won't. As far as winning,
Almost done.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Kind of like we talked about in my podcast, I look for the pistols to receive.
This fielder right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
I like to see the flowers themselves kind of fatten up a little bit. And I pay attention to tracking development. It's a really weird thing with autos, in my experience. And I hear other people say this as well, man. It's really weird. They don't go to hammer dry guns a whole lot. If you're waiting to get like a 50-50, you know, like you do, like some people go crazy, like 50-50 amber cloudy on a photo period, like
about set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And ready to
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
Just wait until I see.
Knocking forward.
Sometimes they'll, position again. I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer. I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. All else fails. And I wait for some hunter. Usually I'll get 5 to 10.
Gotta hold on to that, man.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That gain on third down, good for 28.
How can the listeners find you? What do you want in the future?
Yeah, so you can find me
10th carry now for Allen.
Basically it's Instagram.
I'll take it.
You can find me there at Tourette Grower.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Autoflower Podcast. Those 2
After the
accounts.
pickup at 5, his second and 5.
On YouTube. You can find me there as well. And this
Sorry.
I'm just diving
Third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
I think it's pretty evident. You can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild. They did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. But he's got Ezekiel Elliott, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Looking forward to continuing
I think we're on the
to
same page
be
on
a
that
part
one.
of
Just
this
his
team.
first catch.
And
I think we both
I
want him to be a
appreciate
little more
you
active in the
having me
passing
on,
game.
brother. Really
Let's see if
appreciate
that's
it.
the start
Yeah, no
of them
problem.
trying to get the
I'll
ball to
definitely
him a little bit
check
more here in the second half.
Description
So
section.
here's a 1st and 10 at the
Also, link that
38.
episode we did
Prescott
together
down.
on the podcast. That'll be linked down in the description section.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Do me a favor.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes
That was real dangerous. And he blazed up.
A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Sweet. If you enjoyed this podcast, click that thumbs up button. If you're tuning in on podcast platforms like Apple
Now back to the ground with Elliott.
and if you're on YouTube,
Dig, baby.
After a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. This is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ballgame. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
1 second down, it's Pollard.
Oh, come on, Tony.
Scares here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Defensively, we always know he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what the offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting the guy to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
Good shit, good shit.
He releases it. Fall incomplete.
Well, certainly are ready up today's partner yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Elliott will score.
Good shit, brother.
Cowboys. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this
Should be
game.
tied up, but
They're
died.
not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
We can do that.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw.
Oh, roughing the passer.
I think he's out of the pocket, no?
Oh, okay, okay.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete.
Didn't appear that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones.
Good shot, good shot.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Eventually that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They find some open field.
Good shit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They keep on the ground with Elliott.
Good shit, good shit.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And able to break one.
Get that shit, baby.
Quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. for it with Elliott.
Good shit.
This one to about the 20-yard line. 75 yards rushing now for Zeke, and he's got a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to...
Is that the panic button?
both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
There we go.
To the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Play some D.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick, taken right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate. And they're looking for
good D.
the good news, they now have
take
an
it.
opportunity to regain the lead right back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Good shit.
Taken in by Ingram. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold him for just a short gain.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Good shit.
Holds it in. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes
Good shit.
man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on.
We got defense though.
Help get him on the ground.
We got defense though.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Inside zone.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Lawrence on the move to his left.
That's what I needed, baby.
For a poor throw, it's intercepted. picked off by Anthony Barr.
Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. That was off the hook. Ooh, that was crazy.
I think he was trying to just extend the play there, getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking
Tough one, boy.
The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20, and he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Anthony Barr in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And
good shit.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he passes it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. Probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
What are you doing? Yes. Yes, buddy.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
Good D. Good game, cuz. Good game.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming.
Good game, cuz.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Dallas, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story as they move to 9-5 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.